They say the key to a successful boxing career is a mix of talent and hard work. History has shown us many examples. Sometimes a limited fighter, through sheer dedication and persistence, achieved results nobody thought possible. But far more often, gifted fighters wasted their potential because of laziness and a lack of discipline. In this video, we'll talk about one of those fighters, Tommy Morrison. Tommy's first fight happened when he was just 5 years old. He went up against a neighborhood boy who was 3 years older. The promoter of that bout was the other boy's mother. She promised a bottle of soda to the winner. Later, during school, Tommy played baseball and American football, but eventually he focused on boxing. Interestingly, boxing was never his true passion, and he was never known for discipline. But with his natural size, athleticism, and strength, the sport came easy to him. Morrison stood 6 feet 2 inches tall, with a 76-inch reach. He fought with an aggressive style, breaking down opponents at mid-range with enormous punching power. His left hook was so devastating that some experts have called it one of the most powerful in boxing history. As an amateur, Tommy won the Golden Gloves and then tried to qualify for the 1988 Olympics in Seoul. He reached the finals but lost to future Olympic champion Ray Mercer. Later that same year, at just 19 years old, Morrison turned professional. On November 1988, he destroyed William Muhammad in the first round. From there, the knockouts kept coming. Morrison's thrilling style, knockout power, Hollywood looks, and charisma quickly made him a fan favorite. Women adored him too. At one point, he was reportedly seeing 10 girlfriends at the same time. His coach warned him that this lifestyle would hurt his career, but Tommy ignored him. Hollywood also came calling. In 1990, he starred in Rocky V, playing Rocky Balboa's young student, Tommy the Machine Gun. In the movie, Gunn was talented but undisciplined, chasing success too quickly. Sadly, life would imitate art. Morrison's real career followed the same path. At first, Morrison's wild lifestyle didn't affect his performances. In 1991, nicknamed the Duke, he stepped up his competition. He faced former title challenger James Tillis and ex-champion Pink Lon Thomas. Both had previously fought Mike Tyson. Tillis won the distance, and Thomas was stopped in the 6th round. But against Morrison, neither lasted long. He destroyed them both in a single round. Tommy's reputation as a knockout artist grew, and soon he was closing in on a world title shot. On October 18, 1991, he faced his old amateur rival Ray Mercer, now the WBO heavyweight champion. Both fighters were undefeated, but Morrison entered as a favorite. Mercer, at 30 years old, was inconsistent. He barely edged out former cruiserweight champ Ossie Ocasio by split decision, and in his previous fight against Francesco Damiani, Mercer was losing badly until breaking Damiani's nose in the 9th round, forcing him to quit. Hungry for revenge, Morrison attacked Mercer with everything he had. He unleashed brutal combinations and nearly finished him in the 3rd round, but his energy-draining style and lack of experience caught up with him. By the end of round 3, Morrison was exhausted. In round 4, Mercer took control. Then in round 5, Mercer crushed Morrison with a savage knockout. The loss didn't break Tommy. He came back and scored solid wins, including tough battles against Joe Hip and former challenger Carl Williams. Against Hip, Morrison broke his jaw, but still stopped him in round 9. Against Williams, Morrison started strong, dropping him twice in the early rounds. But in the 5th round, the fight nearly flipped. Williams dropped Morrison twice, and then dominated the next 2 rounds.
Just connected with shots, unanswered punches, out on his feet and hurt is Tommy the Duke Morrison.
In round 8, Williams complained to the referee about a cut and suddenly stopped fighting. The referee halted the match, awarding Morrison the win. At the time of the stoppage, Williams was ahead on points. Many believed he deliberately quit.
Down to the fight. And this time he's hurt a little bit more badly.
Well, now let's see what kind of a finish.
Second knockdown.
One more knockdown and this fight is over.
3 knockdown rule is another dramatic power punching comeback.
On June 7, 1993, Morrison got another title shot, the vacant WBO belt. His opponent, the legendary George Foreman, then 20 years older than Morrison. Even at that age, Big George was still a terrifying puncher who can fight with one shot. The 24-year-old Morrison fought smartly. He used his speed, boxed at range, and tied up Foreman in close. After 12 rounds, Morrison won by unanimous decision and became champion. He defended the title once, stopping Tim Tomaszek in 4 rounds. But in October 1993, he was upset by little-known Michael Bent, losing by knockout in the very first round. The following year, in July 1994, he fought journeyman Ross Purity, who would later shock the world by knocking out a young Vladimir Klitschko. Against Morrison, Purity knocked him down twice, and after 10 hard rounds, the fight was ruled a draw. Many felt Purity deserved the win. It was clear Morrison's level was slipping. Meanwhile, outside the ring, Morrison's personal life was spiraling. He drank heavily, used drugs, and partied constantly. In June 1995, Morrison fought Donovan Razor Ruddock. Ruddock was out of shape and took the fight on short notice, yet still managed to knock Morrison down in round 2. Tommy rallied back, though, and stopped Ruddock in the 6th. Part 8. That one earned Morrison a fight against former champion and future legend Lennox Lewis.
Lennox Lewis.
At his peak, Lewis was simply too much. He knocked Morrison down once in round 2, once in round 5, and twice more in round 6. After the 4th knockdown, the referee wisely stopped the fight. Even after that, Morrison kept fighting. In 1996, he planned a tune-up before challenging Mike Tyson. It could have been one of the most explosive fights of the era, but it never happened. Medical tests revealed Morrison was HIV positive. His career ended overnight. His life, too, seemed in jeopardy. Still, his rebellious spirit never let him quit boxing entirely. After years of arrest, drug abuse, and failed comebacks, Morrison claimed the tests were wrong. In 2007 and 2008, he returned to the ring, beating low-level opponents before retiring for good. He finished with a record of 48 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw, with 42 knockouts. In 2013, Tommy's mother revealed he was bedridden and very ill. Despite obvious symptoms, Morrison never accepted the HIV diagnosis. On September 1st, 2013, he passed away at just 44 years old. He left behind his wife Tricia and 2 sons, Trey and James, who both became boxers. After his retirement, Tommy once told reporters, "Please don't look at me as a role model. Think of me as just another guy who could have been somebody but missed his opportunities." Morrison's career didn't turn out the way many hoped, but fans will never forget his explosive style and devastating knockouts. For that, he'll always be remembered as the Duke. Rest in peace, champion. That's the end of our review, friends. I hope you enjoyed it and found it informative. If you did, please support the channel with a like and a share. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye.